The investigation into Richard Burrows began in 1994 when Cheshire Police launched a large-scale investigation following allegations of sexual abuse at Danesford Approved School in Congleton. During the investigation, officers spoke to hundreds of children who lived at and attended the school from the 1960s to the 1990s when it closed. A number of allegations were made by children against several men, including Burrows. Further allegations against Burrows were also made by young boys who had met him at scout groups and amateur radio events in the West Midlands and West Mercia areas between 1968 and 1995. Burrows was arrested in April 1997 and was charged with 2 counts of buggery and 11 counts of indecent assault. Following his initial appearance at Magistrates Court, he was released on bail and was due to attend a further hearing at Chester Crown Court in December 1997. However, he failed to attend and officers discovered he had disappeared. Over the next 27 years, detectives carried out multiple inquiries to locate him. This included wanted appeals, 4 Crime Watch appeals on national television.
First, this man, Richard John Ramsey Burrows.
The police are still interested in the whereabouts of this man.
After he failed to appear at Chester Crown Court for a serious sexual assault.
As well as following up numerous leads, none of which suggested that Burrows had left the country. Burrows remained on the Cheshire Police wanted list and his case was regularly reviewed. Despite officers' best efforts, there was no trace of him for 27 years. That was until April 2023, when detectives from the force's Serious and Organised Crime Unit used specialist software to search for any possible images of Burrows online. After searching through billions of images, the system came back with a match to an image from a local newspaper of a man using the name Peter Smith, who was living in Thailand. Peter had an interest in sailing and had previously been working at an advertising company in Phuket. He had featured in the local news in 2019 when he retired from his job. Following further inquiries, officers discovered that Burrows had stolen the name Peter Smith from an acquaintance who was terminally ill. This allowed him to fraudulently obtain a passport in 1997 and leave the country without detection. After confirming that Peter was in fact Burrows, officers contacted the National Crime Agency and the Crown Prosecution Service and began the process to extradite him to the UK. Before that process formally started, officers became aware of Burrows' intention to return to the UK, travelling under the alias of Peter Smith. He was arrested by Cheshire officers as soon as he landed at Heathrow.
Is your name Richard Burrows?
Yes, it is.
Just to let you know that you're under arrest, okay, for failing to appear at Chester Crown Court on the 8th of December 1997.
Yes.
Okay.
Following his arrest, Burrows was subsequently charged in relation to further offences in Cheshire, the West Midlands and West Mercia, which had been reported since his disappearance. A number of victims came forward at different times to different police forces over the years as a result of media and Crime Watch appeals, and because they felt the time was right for them to tell their story. Some victims also came forward on seeing that Burrows had been arrested. In total, Burrows was found guilty following trial of 54 offences, including indecent assault of boys, buggery, attempted buggery, and indecency with a child. He had also pleaded guilty to 43 other offences, including indecent assault, making indecent images of children, possession of indecent images of children, and possession of false identity documents with intent.